Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. How are you guys doing? Today is, I believe, June 29th, 2023. And about 4 hours ago, Cybercept tweeted on Twitter that Lucifer Purgatory is coming. I mentioned this last time I did a video or before I went to the anime convention. I had a great time, by the way. Lots of fun. Basically, Lucifer Purg is coming tonight. So tonight we're gonna have a maintenance. Then come Friday morning, however early you want to wake up, everything's based on JP time. Lucifer Purg is coming to town. So that's gonna remain until the end of the Yagyo Jubei event. So it's gonna last 2 weeks. The Yagyo Jubei event, it goes until July 15th. So do not worry about panicking to finish this event. There's still lots of time. This is pretty much the new format we've had for the past year or so, where we'll get a big update that lasts a month, and then 2 weeks into it, they usually add in a new Nyan Koropon and a Purgatory to flesh it out for the rest of the month. So the first 2 weeks of the event, usually it's spent on, running the event every day, doing your dailies, filling out your exchange shop, buying all the stuff you need, and etc., etc. That's where your energy goes. And then, generally, 2 weeks in, they'll add in a Purgatory dungeon for those who are interested in it, who have already completed the event. Kind of fleshes out your month. And, yeah, like this time it's Lucifer Purg again. Are the mags worth getting? Absolutely. These two recipes here, Ragaraja and Ragaraja Greed, absolutely worth getting. These are like, I would say a cousin of the Redux, not as like super duper OP, but still very good. And these ones are non-bazaarable. This recipe is non-bazaarable, so you can only get this mag during this event. This is akin to the Akechi event, which had the ice crystal mags that we're able to get. Can you see the materials to craft it? I don't yet have the second mag because I was away for the weekend and haven't really played much this week. So I only have the first form. But yeah, I can look at what we have for the first form. I do know that we need 2 mags to create it, similar to the Redux, where you need a Ruby Chalcedony and Celestite. This time around, we need 2 different mags. We did a whole video covering where to get them on the optimal settings. And I believe it is a Saya mag or a Seiho mag. It's a random skill force mag that basically drops, if you're by yourself, you do Echigo Estate, 1-man hard, and that's your best rate to get the mag if you're by yourself. And then if you're on multiplayer, like if you have like 4 or 5 people, if you have 4 people, not 5, if you have 4 people, you can go to Hermit Crab Grotto hard, and that dungeon has the most mobs at the perfect mob level to get you the mag you need. So we did a whole test video on that a week ago. We looked at it during the video where I said I was going away. People asked that question, so we looked at it. So we do know the 2 dungeons that are best for it. Do not farm this mag on Hell. You have half the chance of getting it. These are old mags that you have to farm on hard in old dungeons. So Hermit Crab Grotto, hard, and then on 4-man hard for Hermit Crab Grotto, or Echigo Estate hard, 1-man or 3-man. It's really specific. Those are the best rates. Otherwise, if you don't do it in those dungeons, you're looking at a mag drop rate, like a mag pool of like 50 plus mags. But if you go to like that certain difficulty and certain level, so hard basically, it's going to be a pool of 33 mags for your mag, as opposed to 50. So for anyone who's familiar with farming Naki Cave for like Cancers, Bananas, Geminis, Leos, Cancers, all that stuff, Pineapples, you know how bad it is to get one of those mags. So you want that pool as low as you can possibly get it. So there's the recipe right there. I've never turned it in, the Ragaraja. So that's the first form. We can check that out really quick. I just ate, so apologize me. I apologize for coughing so much. I don't know what type of mag it is. So there it is. So Ragaraja, we can find it very easily by going to production cost. It is a skill-based mag, so if you can't use it, it is a skill issue. So let's go there. So it is like just like the Redux. Ragaraja is a skill type mag, so you can do Fated Contractor on it. This is the first form of the Ragaraja. For stats, 50 skill force, 50. If your HP is over 50, you gain 1500 attack. Gives you physical and magical defense 20%. That is the same value that's on the Greed mag, so it's actually pretty helpful even if you have the first form to get that much defense. If you pair this with knowledges and things that have a lot of defense, that defense value is nice. It has 5 backstrike, 15 fire, 10 dark, 10 cooldown cut, which is amazing, and negative 20 rain, negative 10 holy. Obviously, this isn't the optimal mag. You wouldn't really use this unless you were of a lower level player. But basically, it's like the Redux. You only want the Greed version of it. So what this takes is the Saiha. A Tycoon. No one mentioned the Tycoon to me. They only mentioned the Saiha. So the Saiha is the mag that drops an Echigo Estate 1-man hard. That's the best rate for Saiha mag. Now, if you're in a party or a body party, if you're 3-man, you can also go. It's either 1 or 3-man for Echigo Estate because of how levels work. So 3-man, you get a bit more mobs at the optimum level. And then if you have 4-man party, and not 5, you go to Hermit Crab Grotto. So 1-man, Echigo Estate. 3-man, Echigo Estate. You can do like 3-man Hermit Crab Grotto, but it's not the optimal. But if you have like 3 to 4, you'd probably be better off doing Hermit Crab just because it has like probably 5 times the mobs as Echigo Estate. That's the Saiha mag. It's a basic skill force mag. It's not really, doesn't have any use outside of that. No, Blue, the event's not ending today. The event ends in 2 weeks. We're just getting Lucifer Purg, and a Sublime Nyankoropon is being added. I believe I read that. Wow, thanks Twitter. I had it all searched up and ready to go. I click on it, it disappears. Cool. Alright, here we go. So, they're adding a Sublime Nyankoropon, as they usually do, which is why I encourage waiting on Nyankoropons. Like, before you spend, like, wait to see what's coming. Because I've talked to so many people that are like, oh my god, new shiny Vanguard! Let me get that real quick! And then they blow all their, funds that they could spend for that month. And then, like, oh, here comes new Sublimes. And they're like, oh shit, I used my money. I'm like, yeah. That's why you have a month to do this stuff. There's no pressure unless you want more drops for rewards or whatever. So this Sublime Nyankoropon is going to incorporate Tornado Shot Sublime and Ogi Thunderbolt Focus. Amongst others can be found in the newly added Ogi Nyankoropon or Super Magatama Nyankoropon. So they're adding a Mag Nyankoropon as well, so maybe some kind of Blaze Mag or something here as well. If we're lucky, it's like the lion skull ornamentation brought back. That'd be wild. It doesn't specify what it's going to be, but by them saying Oogie Tornado Shot Sublime and Oogie Thunderbolt Focus, I think it's going to be a 16 Sublime unit, and that's just straight garbage, and if it is, I recommend skipping it 100%. I think Thunderbolt Focus is a damage boosting Ogi. If that's the same one that was on Bow, I think it was the Bow Oogie, then it might have World Cleaver. World Cleaver is really good. It's on Axe and Odachi, gives you like 7 million overcap. But still, a 16 Oogie lineup is never desirable. I would skip it immediately. Okay, so that's going to be there. It says a new dungeon, Assault Lucifer Purgatorium, has been added to the Purgatorium dungeons. Players can obtain not only the regular rewards, but the Purgatorium treasures from the challenge. So Lucifer Purg's going to be there. And basically, it is one of the hardest Purg weapons to make, because you have to make all the Elsins, which is like 5,000 hours of farming. Like, I made 2 of them. Like, please be serious about this farm. It's nowhere near as bad as the Abyss Purg. It just takes a shit ton of time. It takes probably like 200 artisan swords, like all your cudgels. If you don't have a stack of like Valentine's things, like you're in for a rude awakening, which is why the Valentine's event is so imperative to be done. But it's there. So if you want to make the weapon, that's doable. The mag is still an option. Make sure you get your baby mag, maybe your hard mag if you're interested in that, and then maybe get your 1,000 treasures to get Judgment Cross. Judgment Cross as an Oogie is fantastic. It works amazing on the Tensho weapon. It works amazing on like the White Brilliance. It's fantastic. One of the best holy moves in the entire game. Basically, you're going to want to do 26 runs. 26 runs of Lucifer Hell, and that gets you your baby mag and your Oogie. And if you can just get in those runs for the like within the 2-week period, you get that Oogie, which is basically a free sublime. That's all you really need. That is where it's at. Goes in a White Brilliance, you're still gonna hit over like 75 million damage on that thing if you cap every hit. It's like 10 hits of cap, so that's like 100 million damage. So even on like weaker weapons, it's still phenomenal. Way better than old sublimes. So Lucifer Purg, it's really hyped for Judgment Cross. Doesn't have iframes, but you can like block out of it near instantly. It's a ranged attack. Really, really, really good. I have it on like many weapons. Fantastic attack. So let me just get my phone closer to me. The cord's all tangled, trying to read off it. So what this mag takes, just because I remembered I was asked to look at the mag. So it takes a Saiha mag, it takes a Tycoon mag, Ash Glass Marble, and a Red Purple Glass Marble. So Red Purple Glass Marble is actually not common. I don't know how many, I have 2, which is probably all I'll ever need, because you used to need these for the Literature mag, but that's not really used anymore. So with having like 2, basically you're going to want 2 of each. I don't see anyone really running 3 Greed mags unless you want to ornament it differently. But it takes the Red Purple Glass Marble, Ash, and 1 Red Purple Glass Marble, which is a really hard marble to get. There are some side quests that give it. So if you want it, if you really were desperate for this, the best way to get it without farming like Daiku Cave Punk Kappas, like honestly that's like an infinite farm you could do and it's asinine. The best thing you could do is if you have like 2 alts, like if you and your friend both have an alt character, you can just run them both through like, I believe Kyoto, and there's a side quest there that gets you a Red Purple Glass Marble. And then from there, if you have Bizarreable OC, you could just, fence that over to each other's main accounts, like buy it off each other. And then you'll each have a Red Purple Glass Marble. That's the best way to get one, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're farming like Daiku Cave, and it sucks. Ash Glass Marble, you can do ACM for this if you want. Like I think it's a reward you can get at the only at the end of it, but at our power level, ACM is like 20 minutes of watch a podcast and chill. Ash Glass Marble is not that big a deal. Like I have a metric F ton of this stuff. If you want an Ash Glass Marble, I will probably give you one. I don't care. Ash Glass Marbles are nothing special these days. Okay. But then the Tycoon mag, what is that? I have no idea what this Tycoon is. No one talked about it. It gives you physical defense, magical defense. I have no idea where to get that at all. It takes pale colored scales and pale colored thorns. So Yakumo Temple, fight Tiamats. That's what you do. Embroidered. What the fuck? 30 embroidered cushions. Listen, lady, I don't like your attitude. Fuck. So again, Yakumo Temple. If you're farming pale colored thorns, you're gonna get embroidered cushions at the same time. Yakumo Temple works for that. Scorching Furnace. This drop is kind of rare. I think it drops from the troll doll looking fire monsters. I heard that you could, if you go to Mina Byokaku, if you can run that quick enough, the boss room has like 6 of these guys in it. Otherwise, I know Juncture has a lot, but we don't want to farm energy stuff that doesn't take energy. I heard Mina Bilkaku, the boss room, has a lot, so there's like 6 or 7 a run of the monster. Yeah. Cursed Blood, Hikigane Cave. You just go to Kusatsu, across from the cat dungeon. It's a big cave. You walk in there, first room, there's like 5 of the big Nyudo wheels. Kill them, leave, rinse and repeat. On a boost, you'll get Cursed Blood, no problem. Inferno Stones, they're stones. You get them from breaking down mags, running dungeons. Why do I have 4,000 of these things? You can do the mantra farm. You use that to make a mag that you break down. There's a mag that takes mantra and lightstone, or mantra and like purity stones or fortitude stones, I think. And you basically craft that and then break it down. You'll get inferno stones, no problem. Dark stones, Mongoku mags, it's not a problem. Aidama, just literally run anything, and that's that. So it's not too complicated for it, except for this Tycoon mag. What time is it? Okay. Oh, I gotta leave pretty soon. Ugh. Trying to get my laptop up and running, but it won't get up running by then. I don't know anything about this Tycoon mag. Let me look it up. No one mentioned it to me. Tycoon, Magatamama. Let me see. Tycoon Magatama, Onigiri Wiki Fandom. Okay, so this drops from a lot of dungeons. It doesn't... oh, it's crafted! Oh shit, you can craft this thing. Okay. But you need a blue-green glass marble. Tycoon, what type is this? Is this a pink mag? I can't remember what... I think it's a pink mag. Either way, I can just sort by all, and then sort alphabetically twice, and I should be able to find it. Tie. I think the recipe drops for it in dungeon. Yeah, it's a recipe drop. Tycoon, there it is. So Tycoon mag takes dried tongue and blue-green glass marble. I have 4 blue-green glass marbles. This, I do not really know where I got them or where to get them from. I apologize for that. I hope it's not an asinine thing to do. Dried tongue, you get it from Shunobans. You can get it in like Cave of Dreams or Cave of Screams in Kikaigahara. There's 1 in that dungeon. If you're really desperate, just run Juncture, get to like room 60, and there's like 10 of them. Or actually, don't worry about it. When you're running a chance meeting ACM in the Aramitama in Susano for the Ash Glass Marble, you will get dried tongue right before the last room. So don't worry about that. The best way to get dried tongues is a chance meeting ACM. So that is the best way for that. Don't skip them. At least get the recipe. At least get the recipe for the mag. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna make them right now, but you're damn sure I'm gonna get the recipes. Because who knows if they'll get rerun or not. Because the Greed mag is really good. Like, just to go over it again, like, you do need to farm like 4,000 event mats for it. I haven't been playing for the past week, so I'm really behind. But what this does is 130 skill force all the time. When your HP is 80% or more, so high health, you get another 15 skill force. If you're over half, you get 3,000 attack, which is like what Fusion Bear gives, more than a Tempest. If your fire element is 220 or more, you get 10% attack. If your dark element is 220 or more, 5% attack. 20% defense, 20% magic defense. If you're under half, your HP recovery goes up, gives you 10 backstrike, 40 fire, 30 dark, 20 crit force. If your HP is over 80% or more, 5 free crit on the house, 20 cooldown, negative 10% HP, negative 60 rain, negative 40 holy. This mag, the biggest thing I can say about it is every Saturday, you pretty much have to farm Ignis. Which is going to lead to... I was thinking about making more pro tips today, and I ended up making this about the update. But the biggest pro tip I'm going to say going forward is obviously log in every day, use your energy every day, do your daily achievement every day, get that extra OC, always do that. But now that this mag is going to be taking Ignis drops, we are safe to assume that new gear coming forward, so Magatamas, ornamentation, well, maybe not ornamentation, fuck, that'd be crazy. Anyway, don't, Cyberstep, don't listen to that. But, like, basically the LTD's mats are going to be used for things outside their weapons. And the Ignis weapon isn't that impressive compared to other options that exist. Like, not many people, given the option, will use an Ignis over a Dullahan, or, like, Ignis over Raid is negligible. But basically this mag is going to take Ignis drops. So every Saturday you gotta just run Ignis. Which is easier said than done. Find someone who's running it. If you have Honda, you can do it. If you have 5-scroll KG, you can do it. There's a sweet spot. You can fill up with a bow, fill up with a first aid staff. I think Yagyo Jubei does it. Like, she does it just fine if you have her. I think Akechi can do it. I'm not sure. Battle Maiden Shizuka does it. But this mag does take Ignis drop. So basically going forward, every LTD that comes by through the week, so like Leviathan, Forest of Chaos, Ignis, and there's another one that exists that I can't think of, Darkfin. Basically, make sure you have a lot of those mats, because things are going to take those in the future, and these mats are limited to once a week. So you can only get like 3 organs a week, so it's going to take a long-ass time to make this kind of stuff. But if you farm it all the time, or when they do those events where you can do it every day, now more than ever, it's that much more important to farm that stuff. So make sure you get this recipe at least, that way you have it, and then over time you can build it up, you know, over time, passively. Also, you can get her hat, which is really cool. It's really awesome. A lot of people wear this, and it's cool. Look at that. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. My horns poke through it. That's great. That looks actually pretty funny. It's like a witch's hat. That's great. And you can also get her earrings. I doubt we can even see them on our character. Yeah, if you have long hair, like, your earrings are worthless. So anyway, yep, so Exchange Shop is really good. I just haven't been on to play. Been away. So there's mag powders in here, mag recipes. There's a scrap here for 2k. Bunch of stones and stuff. Frozen Hellhorn, Seedlings of Calamity, Fallen Cross, Infernal Wings. So there's Infernal Wings, Infernal Hearts, Marrows for Reduxes, Seas of Eternal Nights. Trying to see if there's anything in here that actually relates to the mag. There are some pale colored thorns. You can use that to make your mag. Radiant Spines, Horyu Drops, Tep Extract, Lively Bulbs. I guess 50 Lively Bulbs is really huge. 50 Lively Bulbs and Chaos Wasabis is really, really huge. Make sure you get those. Purified Oils are always good to get. But yeah, surprisingly, they only have the Pale Colored Thorn as a bit of a jumpstart towards making these mags. Unless something the Greed mag has that I don't know about. Anyway, there's also SP tickets in there as well, so if you want to use them, you know, make sure you get them. Event's really good. I gotta make sure I do my daily achievement before I leave for work, because this is the first time I've logged in like I said, a week. Very behind. Sure, I will do a Yagyo Jubei dungeon. Let's go with that. I put it in order at a KFC. I'm gonna go pick that up and go to work. They brought back their best deal, which is like 4-piece chicken, like for $10. So I'm gonna get that. Does this even kill him? That move takes so long. Oh fuck, they're doing some bug fixes too. I forgot to mention this. Got a little distracted there. So the bug fixes, from what I remember, is they're They're fixing the problem where your achievements would display as uncleared if the achievement was cleared after daily reset. So you know those times when like you'll be doing your daily stuff, and then you do it right at reset, and then you'll get your OC like twice? Yeah, they're gonna fix that. And they're also fixing drops falling through the floor after fucking 10 years. And that's not an exaggeration. I don't really care what else is on this fucking list. They're fixing some animations for Venus, fixing a portal bug where you can do Akechi's dungeons when Akechi's not here. Basically, they're fixing drops falling through the floor. They're saying hit detection of drop items will be strengthened. Additionally, if drop item is detected to have fallen to a certain depth, the same item will be dropped again. So what that means is when you're doing your Gakuhos and your Tenryus and your Ruby falls through the ground, it's going to drop again. And the items are getting thicker, so they're going to not fall through the floor. So that's just fantastic. So that's probably the biggest problem Oni has, one of them, and they're fixing it. Drops are no longer supposed to fall through the floor, and if they do, they will drop again, so that will fall through the ground again, and then give you infinite tries to catch them. Because you guys know how many times I'll go with a KG and try to slow down the drops by creating lag. So anyway, yeah, drops should no longer fall through the floor come this update. Lucifer Purg, get your greed mag, farm your stuff, do your daily achievements, get your OC, and have a great day.